Quarter 2, 1803. And the headlines. The 30th of April, in France, the treaty ratifying the Louisiana Purchase is signed. This redistributes over 828,000 square miles of land to the United States at roughly $18 per square mile. No native nations currently living within the stated confines of the purchase were included in the negotiations in the highest tradition of Euro-American treaty-making. Then, on the 7th of April, Toussaint Louverture dies of unknown causes, likely related to maltreatment and neglect while in custody at Fort de Joux, France, at the age of 59. The results for Haiti become clear in May. The Arcahi Agreement, in which local generals swear allegiance to General Dessalines, who becomes commander-in-chief of the insurgency. Back in Europe, on the 27th of April, Francis II of Austria accepts the Reichsdeputation Hauptschluss, which is a mercy to those of us who are tired of trying to pronounce it. In Eastern affairs, Mecca has fallen to the Wahhabis of the First Saudi State. Our correspondent, Michael Talbot, reports that, quote, the chronicles tend not to be precise in terms of days, but they do tell us that the Saudis first took over Mecca in April of 1803. The city was first directly occupied for a short time, but in that time the Saudis managed to destroy quite a few tombs and mosques. All of this and more occurs before the defining moment of the early 19th century because in May, Europe tumbles into another cataclysmic war, the scale of which, however, is not yet apparent. Yes, it is the beginning of the Napoleonic Wars. On the 1st of May, Lord Whitworth presents a verbal ultimatum stating England will retain Malta and demands French removal from the Netherlands. The 2nd of May, Napoleon proposes Malta should be placed under protection of Austria, Prussia, and Russia. Whitworth says the Tsar has already refused this option, even though he wasn't actually asked. On the 11th of May, Napoleon rejected British demands, and Lord Whitworth left Paris. On the 16th of May, King George III ordered the confiscation of French and Dutch ships, striking the first blow, and on the 18th of May, following this, the declaration of war is issued by Britain. On the 22nd of May, striking back, the French government arrests all British subjects, confiscating British ships and goods in French ports. June sees both sides begin to seize territories from each other as quickly as possible, landing swift blows. With the 5th of June comes the beginning of the French seizure of Hanover under General Mortier. Then, towards the end of the month, between the 22nd and the 27th of June, the British seize St. Lucia and Tobago. Also in June, the French begin to construct the first of 5 military camps on the Channel coast to accommodate the Armée d'Angleterre, a name which clearly indicates its purpose. Finally, on June the 29th, Bonaparte's offer of Hanover to the Prussian ambassador in exchange for an alliance against Britain is rejected, dashing, for the moment, French hopes of building a counter-coalition against the British. Well, there's plenty to talk about there, I think, Alex. Back to you and the professors.